tired of women.
That's no good. This Give your parents credit card.
Clap for that, you stupid bastard.
To front basket.
Hi, Shawn David Castro. This is Rachel Dolezal with a little shout out from Jordan. So I hear that it is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Stay strong during this COVID pandemic. I hope you have some fun ways to celebrate your big day, even amidst, whatever kind of quarantine type of situation you're experiencing where you live. But nonetheless, celebrate your life, celebrate the goals you've reached thus far, set some new ones for this next year. And I hear you like the game Animal Crossing, so you've got to play that, if not on your birthday, soon. And don't forget that race is a social construct. Once again, from Jordan.
I miss her so much.
I figured it was worth having a reminder.
Where is she now in our time of need?
Well, she's going to make some fantastic content. Although
she absolutely is.
Although, unfortunately,
okay.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we'll pull up her Instagram here.
Yeah, her fantastic post that she made. This is Rachel Dolezal's official Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I got approved. Link in bio. My OnlyFans content launches September 1st. Swipe to see what my content plan is. 3 times weekly posts, plus others sprinkled in. 12 plus content pieces per month for only $3. 40% off, by the way. You can try for 30 days if you subscribe by August 25th. We only have a few days left to subscribe if you would like to see Rachel Dolezal in all her glory. First 10 people only. So that's probably already passed, actually. A little something for almost everyone. Looking forward to bringing you some great content. You can also cancel at any time, including after the 30-day discount subs. Thanks for your support.
Hashtag excited, hashtag new chapter, hashtag breaking news but not news, hashtag looking forward to sharing, hashtag support, hashtag paying bills, hashtag providing for my kids, hashtag living happier life, hashtag more joyless pain. Huh. Let's do
more joy, less pain.
Oh, more joy.
More joyless pain. This is my entire existence is joyless pain.
So what you got here?
OnlyFans content. Monday motivation, gym, fitness, squats, and other stuff. Wednesday workday, hair chair, conversations with my clients, and hair tutorials. Friday unwind. I bring the art, you bring the wine and drinks. Watch me create and discuss my art. And other/random things like foot pics. Posts of me using stuff people buy from my Amazon wish list, makeup tutorials, causes I care about, or maybe random tasteful other pics.
I mean,
winky face.
We're gonna have to subscribe.
It's only $3 for the first 10 people.
Yeah, that's less than a rental on Amazon. So,
I am so happy for her.
I am too. Yeah.
This is the logical next step to being transracial.
Yeah.
It's starting an OnlyFans, being the only transracial OnlyFans account.
Yeah, no, I mean, and we're here to support our fellow African American content creators.
We are. It's truly, I feel a solidarity,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As somebody who is an African American content creator.
Well, no, I'm Korean.
Just kidding. No, I'm
this is my life. I'm Korean.
What was that?
The Korean guy. I don't know. The accent was terrible, but the British influencer who made himself Korean.
Oh, that's right. To look like a
stuff.
K-pop star. I remember that guy. What happened to him? Is he dead?
I mean, it wouldn't be surprising, but I think he's probably still around. I actually thought I had that kind of ADD brain of thinking like I should check in on him, and then I went and did something else. It's like, no, it wasn't interesting enough for me. But yeah, and then in the wake of this news, which I almost feel like it's suspiciously timed.
Yeah, it's very like suspicious. You're right.
So OnlyFans is now getting rid of adult content. They're saying
phasing out adult content. By October 1st, I think, is when they're going to start doing it.
What is it? What else do people use OnlyFans for?
I don't know. I read the article, and it's like they're you only use it for porn. Like, there's no OnlyFans I would go to that's like not sexual in some way.
Right.
basically they're phasing out adult content because of their payment processor, and I think it's MasterCard that is particularly the issue. MasterCard's policy or something is changing, and so they require that like any adult content be completely verified manually if they're using money to pay for adult content. So you have to have somebody verify that it's not child sexual abuse or any kind of exploitation of a minor. And all adult content posts need to be like all the creators need to be verified, and every single post itself has to be verified as well. And basically what I understand is that OnlyFans does not want to spend more money than it has to manually verify all of their adult content posts, because that's all it is.
Well, couldn't they just not? I mean, is it maybe just being alarmist, or they just kind of maybe figure that all the companies are going to follow suit in sense of like, so if you just said, okay, well then you can only pay with like American Express or Visa.
I'm not even sure why they would. Yeah, I'm not even sure why they just stop accepting MasterCard. You know.
I really do think that this is something to do with Stripe, like the payment processing thing.
Yeah. But I was reading like in OnlyFans' first year of operation, they made like $260 million. In the last year and a half or so, they made like 5-something billion. Which, does that surprise you? People are home and they're horny and they're jerking off a lot.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of expendable income at the beginning of the pandemic when unemployment was fucking good.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
$5 was nothing to see Jeremy Jordan like bust a nut on his OnlyFans page.
Or
that might have been a deep cut. Jeremy Jordan is like a Broadway star.
Yeah, I did. But I think that's kind of the thing that makes OnlyFans fun, is that like the pipeline of you see someone get really provocative pictures taken, and then you find the OnlyFans of the photographer, and then you get to see the person naked generally.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Yeah, that happens
I've
a considerable amount.
Yeah.
Even just like influencers or whatever on Instagram, it's like it's easy to find.
You can just look up their name followed by nude, and you will find a page that has all of their nudes compiled. If they have like 50,000 or more followers on any platform, somebody has a liking for them that makes them post their nudes everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good thing to know. I never thought about it could make it that easy, but
yeah.
Hopefully this doesn't affect poor Rachel Dolezal.
I know, this sweet girl. Although she's just gonna be posting foot pics, so like.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I forgot that I should have gotten it quicker, but she got into quarantine shape, which is
you were telling me about that. That she looks good.
Fitness pics here.
Rachel Dolezal.
There she is.
Hello, Shawn David Castro.
It's me, Rachel Dolezal.
Oh my
God.
God.
One. There's like one.
There's one where she's just like a smoke show.
Yeah.
To all of our straight listeners, would you bone Rachel Dolezal?
That actually is a pretty good question.
Is she one of like your woods, like a shameful wood?
Yeah, like the problematic wood.
Yeah, my problematic wood.
Yeah.
I think I saw somebody say that their problematic wood is Christian Walker. That like the biracial like conservative gay boy
who just defends like everything that Trump says.
Brand says no. Oh, hi Evie. Hello Ravi. Welcome you guys.
Where's this goddamn picture?
Maybe she deleted it.
I hope. No, here it is.
Putting it on her OnlyFans. Oh my God! Look at her.
I mean,
stomach all flat.
I know, and she's like, and I, I'd pay $3 to see those mommy milkers, like
African
American mommy milkers. No, we can really judge how biracial she is, or transracial she is.
Yeah,
based on the skin tone of her areola. I think.
Support black-owned businesses by following her OnlyFans.
This world, I'm telling you.
I know, dude. This is hilarious. I love that there is a world in which Rachel Dolezal has an OnlyFans.
I do too. Yeah, no, it's really. I mean, in these dark times, it
is a glimmer of hope.
She's bringing it to the fans.
But yeah, OnlyFans is gonna tank. I tried to look into investing in things like Just for Fans or For My Fans. Those two other sites that are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
They're not publicly traded, so I can't buy stock in them, unfortunately. But I think that would be a great...
Is OnlyFans publicly traded?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it would be a great investment if it were, because there are only like 2 other sites that do it. Patreon doesn't really allow sexual content, do they? I think it's a bit more complicated.
I think that you can post. I actually don't. I don't know, because I could swear that like Bridget Fetisi posts her tits on there and stuff, but I'm not really sure. That I might have just imagined that's probably what she does, but
yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, because basically like every dumpster fire show she does, it's just like her tits are like full prominence.
Hell yeah,
So
dude.
just like a little oopsie.
Oopsie.
She's like too excited.
No big deal.
Nip. But yeah, so in the world of content creation, apparently they're remaking the Cinderella movie.
Yes, they are. I saw the trailer actually a few weeks ago for this. But it has all of your favorite actors. Oscar award winner Camila Cabello. She's been nominated 8 times and won all 8 of those Oscars.
I thought you were serious for a second, because
no.
she literally is so of little import to me in my life that I was like, did she? I don't even know.
She's so like, yeah, so inconsequential.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad saying it, but like she's just a theater kid who miraculously got famous.
I mean, why would you feel bad for her? She's fucking rich and like 22.
You know what? Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
her.
Mhm.
Fuck that stupid
Milquetoast bitch, honestly.
She's just so boring, and I hold this resentment for her because she's dating a gay man who otherwise would be happily out and proud. You know?
Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes, who, okay, let's keep talking about what's it called, the Cinderella movie, and then I want to get to Shawn Mendes.
Okay.
Because, so Camila Cabello's in this. The fairy godmother is played by Billy Porter.
Does anyone want Billy Porter to be seen? Like, I mean,
What's he famous for?
I guess Broadway or having AIDS. I'm not really sure which one it is, but
I'm pretty sure all he did was like Kinky Boots, which is like the gayest show you can do.
Yeah, he really does seem like a liberal psyop. Like it's weird. Like I can understand, the Jonathan Van Ness thing, because the Queer Eye thing was kind of an interesting reboot in the beginning.
Yeah, it was a great like cultural blip.
Yeah, and then it got nauseating, but
people stopped caring after season 2.
Well, because they got all started to talk in the public about their personal opinions, and it's like
Yeah.
oh my god, Elizabeth Warren. But so yeah, Billy Porter. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And it's like, and then you see all this propaganda. Billy Porter wears this flowing gown on the red carpet, and he looks stunning. And you're like, he looks like shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't really care. Like, this is like nothing that like gay people can't really do anything transgressive anymore. I'm like, you can go on the red carpet and like have someone fist you. I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah, that'd be intense.
You're rocking and rolling now.
A butt plug or something.
Yeah, or just like, and then just like put your pants back on or something. And then it's like,
Yeah.
that would be a transgressive thing to do on the red carpet. But, wearing dresses is not that.
No, I agree.
So Billy Porter, yeah. So that's Fairy Godmother, which again, it's just like, okay, these remaking of animated movies, they just don't learn because they don't do well. They don't critically do well. None of them have. Dumbo didn't do well. Lion King didn't do well.
No, they're all trash.
All trash. I don't know why they keep doing this, and then they cast it with just the largest cavalcade of the worst people on the planet. So who's in it as well?
James Corden.
Which, by the way, just cinematic cancer. That guy.
I know. They put him in fucking everything. It's like nobody wants him. Why is he in everything?
I don't know.
Ugh.
So it's gonna just be atrocious, And like I mean, we'll probably when the trailer comes out. Is there already a trailer? Or
Yeah, there is.
Oh my god, we have to
I
see
don't
it.
know if we should like have it like
I'm
a
not gonna-
minimal screen,
I'm not gonna play the music. I think that'll be the thing.
Oh yeah. But there's so many great moments.
Oh good. I'll make it low. It'll just get claimed. Like it's not like we make money.
That's
on here,
fine. Yeah, who cares? I don't think it will get taken down or anything. But
what is it?
Cinderella.
Cinderella. Jesus. Remake.
Yep. Is that it?
It's gonna be on Prime, I guess.
Oh, I guess it is Prime.
That's-
Do the official first look, because I think that is the one that I saw. The one up, that one that your mouse is on. That one. I think it's this one.
If it's Prime, why is it? How could this be Prime?
I know it's like a
is
Disney
it conjunction
property.
with Prime. I don't know. We'll figure this out.
Yeah, it's so strange.
This is it.
This is it.
Dresses by Ella. Life outside this basement starts right now.
It's already just like she's just not like impressive to me. And there's that Shawn Mendes looking boyfriend.
Yeah, which
Minutes ago.
Wait, go back. Oh, maybe the actual trailer is gonna be.
Yes, I was. Do you want to go to that? Yes, I was just crying and singing about it like 2 minutes ago.
Okay, let's try the other one.
It's just
I wanna
so
see
disappointing.
what James Corden is supposed to be in this thing.
It's awful. This is it. Oh yes, Idina Menzel is her mother in this, I think.
For God's sake, are they just... Is Lin-Manuel Miranda in this as well? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Ha ha ha!
This
Girls
girl
are
can't do
stupid.
anything.
They suck.
Only my love for your father, rest his soul, that stands by
Idina Menzel.
on the street.
Why is she in this movie? Everybody's in this fucking movie.
Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem. And you want to know who plays one of the fucking rats?
Corden, probably, right?
Yes.
Oh, I like Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, why is he in this?
Because he can't... Literally, he's turned into like Travolta, where he just takes like all these terrible roles. But this one probably paid him well, finally.
Weeks making this dress. My future depends on it.
Just ink. That should have been more. There should have been more ink there. But I know they were limited on what they could do. They could only do one take.
Oh, for the love of fuck. Oh.
Your fabulous godmother. I thought he said your fairy drag mother, but he didn't.
Oh, look at that. This is different. I don't think
You said you wanted to be a businesswoman. It's magic time.
It's kind of funny that he would put her in a pantsuit first.
It,
I thought that was actually a pretty good job.
No.
Yeah, dude. Oh wait, go back. That was his only joke in the movie.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, you've got the audio thing clicked.
Hi. Would you like to dance?
Oh, is he doing an act? Why is he doing an accent?
Would you like to dance?
Did I go back far enough?
I go back a little bit more.
Where's my tail? I can't balance without my tail.
Isn't he hilarious?
I want to die.
I love James Corden.
Oh my god. It didn't happen. And even if it did happen,
Hi. Would you like to dance?
Why is he doing that accent?
I
Wait.
don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Wait, is that Nick Robinson or is it not?
It is not. It
Oh,
is
then
not.
maybe he actually is English then. I
Oh,
thought it was
yeah.
Nick Robinson. All these. It's like the fucking. Remember we played the brown hair girl game and I literally just can't. It's like Camila Cabello and
Yeah.
everything. I just don't know who these people are.
There's no way.
Nick Robinson just looks like all these people, and I think it's like it's like either all the kids look like fucking Chalamet or Nick Robinson now.
I pick you to be my princess.
what about my work? I don't want a life stuck waving from a royal box.
You're gonna turn down
Mini drivers. in
marrying
this,
a billionaire to make dresses in your little podunk workshop? I don't think so, sweetheart.
I have to chase. Life outside this basement starts right now.
Just marry him and have him fund your shit.
Hey.
She's just so unimpressive.
My good lord.
Yeah, his face is caked.
Yeah, it's okay. So Brand says, "Man, can we come up with some new stuff? And when will remaking stuff, or when will remaking 80s stuff become old hat?" Dude, I was thinking about this the other day because like I was thinking about this nightmare that's probably gonna come, right? Where like they're gonna remake Back to the Future, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's not gonna be Marty McFly. It's gonna be like Tanisha Green.
Martina.
No, it's like Tanisha Green, and she's gonna use the time machine with that. Like, Doc's not even gonna be in the movie. She's such a fucking genius.
Who's Tanisha Green?
Well, this is gonna be the new character that's gonna
Oh.
play Marty McFly in the Back to the Future remake. She's gonna be this like black girl who's so fucking smart and like, but everyone just shits on her. She's like, she can't possibly be smart enough to build anything. She'll go amount to anything. And then she builds her own time machine. So Doc's not even a character in the new one.
Oh
and she
my
goes back to the
God.
1950s to like help with the civil rights movement. Like you just and then she becomes the
That
reason why
is
the
it.
civil rights movement happened. Like,
That is absolutely
that's
it.
the fucking formula now. And then everyone will hate it, and then they just blame all the fans for it not being good. Or like they blame the fans for not being good, review bombing it, and it's just like it's just the same fucking cycle over and over and over and over again. But I have to figure it out now. I could have sworn Cinderella was a Disney property.
I thought so too. I don't know. I mean, it's strange that it's going to be on Amazon. I wonder when it comes out.
I'll figure it out.
We have to see it.
Yeah, but you guys know it's what they're gonna fucking do. You fucking know it. It's just
Yeah.
okay.
It would be hilarious if she goes to the past.
produced by James Corden, of course.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, dude. That is brutal.
This is so weird. Okay, let me
We
see.
live in a society.
Something against
My guy.
Cinderella's got okay Prime Video. Okay, release. Let me see. September 3rd, so really soon.
Wow, it's gonna be out so soon.
Oh, maybe this is one of those movies that like expired, so then they were able to buy the property. Like, which it looks like Sony did. Wait,
like the Brothers. Isn't this a Brothers Grimm story?
I don't know. This is weird. We just imagined that it was.
I mean, Cinderella was a Disney movie, like an original Cinderella movie.
But it was like, yeah, but it was.
I don't think all Cinderella projects are a Disney property because the original musical movie thingy was Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Oh, interesting. So they just made their animation studio made a version of it. I see.
Yeah.
It just surprises me that the mouse couldn't get his dick in Amazon's mouth.
Yeah.
The mouse.
Everyone see that Rotten Tomatoes is deleting comments now. Hollywood has control of everything nowadays. I didn't know they were doing that.
Now they do. Rotten Tomatoes is not a reliable source. Neither are the problem is like, these kinds of movies get reviewed well. I'm actually surprised when they don't. But like I'm telling you, if Back to the Future, a new generation comes out, it'll get totally fluffed up because it'll get released by like one of these giant mega corporations, whether it be Warner Brothers or Sony or Disney. They'll put this fucking movie out, and like what it'll be is. Every movie reviewer now is like into access journalism, so they're afraid that they don't get early screening to a movie if they write a bad review, and so every review is so lackluster, but they just give it a higher score than it actually deserves.
Yeah.
So like that's just kind of the thing, and but yeah, it's just like good fucking lord, man, this is just depressing, and. I just don't really get it. I don't get why people that work like it just makes you realize every year, and you can never say it enough of just how isolated these people are. Like, what middle America wants to see Billy Porter? Like, it's just
no
coastal
one will
people.
really see this.
I don't think so either, and I don't know. The rest of it is probably guarded but fair game. Yeah, that makes sense. And thank you for the compliment on the pants earlier, Greg.
Yeah,
we found them at a thrift shop yesterday.
Yesterday for like $7, and they fit you perfectly.
Yeah, it turned out
no alterations needed.
It was a good purchase,
and they're really well made too. Like the stripes and the plaid match all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great.
You said you want to talk about Shawn Mendes?
Yes. So he released a shitty song like 2 days ago. Yesterday, early Thursday. Early Friday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you listened to it as well. Just boring. It really did not do anything for me. But this got me thinking about like what's going on with his career, and like I made my arms into like a shape to show you like what I thought the graph of his career looked like. And there's 2 lines on it. There's like the quality of his music starting at a pretty high point and coming down to 0, and his hotness starting at a low point and going up to 100. And the intersection, he was there like a year or 2 ago.
Because I like the In My Blood record was like trying to be. It was corny to me, but I like just because like I have anxiety. Well, it's like bitch, we all do, but it's still kind of a semi sort of adult concept. You know? And then now he's like, baby girl, you gotta. It's like, what the fuck? It's like regressed.
Yeah, Summer of Love was just not a good song, and like the last couple songs he's released have not been particularly good or memorable in any way, but he is just getting so hot, and eventually that hotness will level out because his bad music will make him less hot. You know?
Yeah, and also just too, because like I mean, he does the indie girl voice a little bit, like Jace, but like Jace the one for you. But he does have a really powerful voice, and so it is like a shame. And like when you hear this stupid fucking house track, I don't even know. It was really boring and stupid. Like who produced it?
Tiny.
I don't know.
Some Spanish producer who.
Oh yeah, because it was like reggaeton sort of house music.
Yeah.
And it was just so bad and like so kind of poorly produced, and it's strange. So like he's 22, right?
Yeah, he's 22.
So and then Lord's 23, and we started to listen to her record yesterday, which is like very adult.
Yes.
Like content-wise, production-wise, and lyrically for a 23-year-old. So I think just Shawn might be kind of a basic bitch.
Which is so sad. He had so much potential to do something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up not. He fumbled it entirely, or he has been fumbling it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And he could really turn things around. But all he did this summer was vacation for 2 months in Spain, post pictures every day of how hot he is, and then release a song that he cranked out in 3 days with Tiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. It's so disappointing.
Yeah, I know. I can understand how you'd feel that way. I mean, it's largely when artists just that you really like, they just start to put out really disappointing content. It really is just you take it personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, the good thing is that you seem to like the Lord record so far.
It's really good. I mean, we listened to like 4 or 5 songs together in the car on our drive, and they all resonate with me. So
and that's what's cool is like because when the fantastic Lana Del Rey record came out, since Jack Antonoff produced them both, they sonically kind of have a similar energy to them.
Yeah.
But like Lana's like 35 and kind of speaking to being in her 30s, and then Lord, you're not even.
Lord
halfway
is
through your
my
20s.
age, so
yeah, and like you said, some of the stuff that Lana was talking about of like you can feel it, but you like have not like experienced it, you know?
Yeah,
and so,
but a lot of what Lord has talked about is like, I mean, I think she released "Stoned" in the nail salon
which you can
as a
relate to,
single.
yes.
Which is hilarious to me because like I've never been stoned at a nail salon, but I know exactly what she's talking about, which is like, and she also released a song called California, and both of them are like, I shouldn't do this shit anymore. California is more like, I can't put up with like the fucking models and like being pretty and having that fuel my career.
I got that.
Because everybody does that.
Yeah.
And then stoned in a nail salon is like, I need to spend more time with my family because no matter how much they change, they'll always come around. And like all of the glitz and glam of like being famous and young will fade inevitably. And then she goes, but maybe I'm just stoned in a nail salon and thinking too much. Yeah. So like, I just thought that one was really, really good.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think that's why I like Lana. I think she is just sort of over, being that person, and then like just her writing stuff like stepped up so much. And yeah, I mean, like, so I think that I think she's going to come out with some really good records, I think, after this.
And I saw like a tweet, and I mentioned this tweet to you yesterday. Like, somebody tweeted like, it's not Lord's fault that she matured more than we did in the last few years. Yeah. Like, she, I don't know, has a different spiritual, like, whatever her life than we do.
I don't really get why, because like even like adult reviewers were giving that take of it was just like too glib or whatever, and it's like, well, she doesn't really have a social media. She fucks off back to New Zealand to hide until she puts something out, and it's like clearly she's not into any of this, and maybe a little more introspective and like shy, which would make somebody mature in their thoughts a little bit faster than the average person.
Her Twitter went unused for so long that her account got deleted. This is like, Twitter said, this is an unused account. We are removing it from our website.
Yeah.
But I love her, and like, she's fantastic, and she's been there for every like major high or low point in my lifetime. Like, her albums always seem to come out at a strange point in my life, and it's sort of like, and that's what made her so appealing when like her first album came out, which was Pure Heroin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was that the first one? Mm-hmm. Jesus. And the second one, I forget the name of it now.
I forget. Yeah, you liked that one too.
I forget it.
Yeah.
I forget the names of her albums. Was it? It wasn't Greenlight. The album wasn't Greenlight. It was Melodrama. Melodrama, I thought was fantastic. Pure Heroin, fantastic. But like, when Pure Heroin came out, all the songs on it were like, I'm hanging out with my friends and this is the best time fucking ever.
She was like 16, right?
Yeah, she would have been, I think, 17. 16 actually. Yeah, I think you're right. And then her next album came out like 1920. And then this one came out 22, 23. But like the 1921 was like, to me, it was like the party's starting to die. Like the party's ending. It's almost 2 a.m. The lights are about to come up.
Yeah.
Love Club was an EP. Yeah. Love Club is also another song that was very important to like my whole friend group. We called ourselves the Love Club because we loved Lord so much. It was kind of gay, but it was like a much different time in my life, but the song sort of like mimicked exactly what my life was going through. Melodrama came out, like, was to me like the lights are about to come up, and then this new album she releases, like, the lights are up, grow up.
Yeah. You know? I think that's like kind of what I don't understand is like why these artists aren't, like, because that's the thing is like, I think one of her first lines on the record is like talking about OxyContin.
Yeah, born in the year of OxyContin.
Yeah,
is how she go. OxyContin is how she pronounces it.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Like, I was like, okay, wow, shit, all right. We're like, and that's the thing is like, you know, I even as a musician myself, like writing content about this time period is so difficult because it's like, no one really wants to hear about the pandemic, and also what the fuck else is there left to say about it?
Yeah.
And then like I don't know. And so it's like just some, like, if your audience are 20 somethings, like you should write to the existential feelings they're having about their life, and then either people will just think it's super glib, but she's already super famous, so like why keep pandering to like children?
Yeah,
I don't
there's
really,
no point.
I don't get it. So like in the case of Shawn anyways, or his fake girlfriend because he's gay, like
Right.
I don't know really what the deal is. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I think I got nothing else on that.
I don't either. Do you want to move on to something? Do you have this pulled up already?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I was thinking about like talking about Afghanistan more, but anyway, it's just kind of interesting because like this
will give you guys some perspective on
on
Afghanistan, on the situation there.
Yeah, defense stocks during the Afghanistan war. Lockheed Martin had a 1,236% return. Northrop Grumman had a 1,196% return. Boeing had 975,000 return, or 975% return. General Dynamics a 625% return, and Raytheon a 331% return. And we're happy to announce we have a new sponsor, which is the new branch of Raytheon, which is Gaytheon.
Gaytheon, yeah, they are the actually most gay friendly,
most
place to work.
LGBTQIP whatever place to work, and so they were proud to sponsor us.
They go out of their way to roll out a red carpet every time a gay person comes to work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really nice to finally be treated like royalty.
Mm-hmm.
We had a meeting at their headquarters.
And they really what they wanted to push was we want to get more LGBTQIP Native Americans into STEM. What asexual?
LGBTQIAP plus.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a really important message, and you too can be a trans drone pilot. So that was the Logan.
That's
slogan.
the next thing.
Yeah.
We've been saying more female drone pilots for the last 2 years.
Women are over.
Now it's more trans drone pilots.
The summer of women is over. It's actually funny. I've been seeing a lot of articles.
The summer of women is over.
Well, it's like funny because like I've been seeing a lot of articles lately of like this is how men have been characterized poorly, like by BuzzFeed and all this weird shit. It's like so there's been this weird shift of like
wow.
Yeah, and like I think that like women have finally realized that like they've just pushed every single man away from their and attracted the worst kind of men that are like, please sleep with me, baby girl.
Yeah.
Asexual, yeah. Which
they text you at like 10 p.m. and they're like, "Hi, do you consent to receiving a mildly sexual text tonight?" And if they say yes, they say, "Awesome, great, I'll text you later." And then all they text later is like, "Hey, cutie."
Yeah. Hey, baby girl.
Hey, baby girl.
Send bobs.
Bobs.
So that's that. I mean, I was gonna like the thing I did want to say about the Afghanistan war. I don't think I said it the last time. Is like this is all pretty based of Joe Biden. I gotta say because let me explain why. So I don't really know what his motivation was or like who was informing him to do it in this kind of way. But it's like funny, like when you see the entire media complex totally bipartisan just shit on this decision, you're like maybe he might have done something right. And like the evacuation of American citizens and all these kinds of things. But what I think actually happened was not necessarily poor planning on his part. It was the fact that I think Joe Biden has been in politics for 80,000 years and knows that these fucking generals will just lie to the president to make it not seem politically expeditious to pull things out.
Yeah.
But I think with Joe, it was like he just didn't believe them, and they were maybe finally kind of telling a semblance of the truth. But either way, it's like, what do we do? We would stay there forever,
Right.
And so
another 10 years, baby.
Another 10 years. And so it's like, yeah. And then also, too, that we were fucking nation building for 20 years and the Taliban take it over in like 6 hours. It's like, okay.
We did nothing to fortify
We did nothing.
a nation.
So, yes, it's so weird.
Greg said, suddenly I've been seeing a lot more campaigns for male suicide prevention and male mental health awareness. It's bizarre.
Well, it's bizarre because it was so like it was so unacceptable to talk about like male struggles for the longest time, and then like whenever male struggles were talked about, it would be women who would write that like Gillette ad that was insane and like making like telling us to just be women, and it's like what? Like you need to stop speaking for us, like please.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I would absolutely place my entire life's worth, all of the money I've ever made in my life that I don't even have anymore, on the fact that male suicides probably multiplied by like 150% in the last year and a half.
For sure. And then, like, even before that, 70% of all suicides are male. Like,
Yes,
and men succeed too. Women don't typically succeed as much. So it's because we use more violent means, but particularly guns. But it's just there's so much stuff. Like, you know, when it comes to, like, you know, children and divorce issues, it's just there's a lot of, you know, also too, just it was interesting. There was a Reddit thread that I went down the rabbit hole on of women asking, or some woman asked, you know, what's something that women don't know about you, and so much of it became about rather women, you should ask questions of men that you want answered than men would answer the questions, right? And women are like, should we make the first move? And every guy's like, yes, fucking please. Like, because like if we take the fucking risk, then we're like called a rapist, or, you know, it's like, so it's just, please, for the love of God, tell us what the fuck you want, instead of like playing this coy game that you guys ruined, you know? So, and women were like, oh my God, really? There's like, it's like universal of like, just whoever's been, all these like women who are in charge of these campaigns have done a horrible job of telling women how to treat men and vice versa. It's just, it's so fucking weird. That's like a total fucking aside though. Yeah. So anyway,
that puts some stuff into perspective. Lockheed Martin's returns went up 1,236%.
Yeah, and like, you know, if I'm gonna give the most charitable thing for Biden, it's just like, look, he fucking, you know, Beau Biden died of brain cancer probably because of depleted uranium he, like, you know, it was exposed to over there. So he had like one of his kids die basically because of being over there. And I think that he knows he's fucking old as shit. I'm being charitable here, so bear with me. But like, I know he's old as shit, and he's like, well, you know, the '94 crime bill, writing the Patriot Act, you know, rah-rahing the war drum, and like, maybe before I die, I'll try to get some kind of retribution. But that might be too generous.
I think it is. I mean, he's an old man. I don't think he has that complex of a thought process about it.
Yeah. So
he's 80.
Yes.
I don't think he's ready to. I don't think he's able to put in that much like complex critical thinking.
I just love how he's like, but he's like not back down. He's just been like, no.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that stuff.
Let's get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. So anyway, in more Hell World, I found this. There's a few different things.
Hell World, baby. Perrysburg, Ohio. Inside the Five is a cool. At Inside the Five is a cool brewery started by 2 NFL vets. Great food and spirited waitresses. Even though Brienne was sick today, she came to work because she knew they were short on servers. These are the type of American workers that make our country strong. We love when our employees come to work sick, particularly when they're serving food.
It's just so fucking brain dead. Like, and so like, what? You're a patriot when you get other people sick or are forced to do wagey cagey shit like over.
This is like heartwarming. 8-year-old runs lemonade stand to fund her own brain surgery.
Dude, yeah, exactly. Like, you know, GoFundMe started to like help a 4-year-old's cancer. It's like, dude, you know, like, and those are like the heartwarming stories. And like, so this is like sort of the perfect like Republican distillation of it, of just
heartwarming. Like, even though this server Brienne does not feel good today, she's still coming to work.
Look at her face. It's like, it's so good. Hang on. Come on.
The hell is going on here? She looks like she's gonna die.
She's so sick.
She's so sick. She's gray.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, I don't know, man. So it's just, and then
what was the point?
Well, then you see things like this, and then you get this tweet from BlackRock, right?
I love BlackRock. The BlackRock Investment Institute sees the pandemic accelerating a rewiring of globalization with a bipolar U.S.-China world order at its center. We believe investors need exposure to both poles of growth. See our weekly commentary at this link.
What do you guys think that fucking means?
What the hell are they talking about?
What is a bipolar U.S.-China world order?
What the hell is going on?
Dude.
A bipolar U.S.-China world order.
Dude, I don't know. I really like it's. I was telling a friend last night about all this stuff because it's just hard not to be like super black pilly, because like it's one of the first times in my life I haven't had an answer for something, and I'm like, there's just so much shit going on in the world right now, especially in the United States, that just is so counterintuitive to diminish human suffering in general, and it's like, why are they like, why? Like, what's the reason here? Is it like really fucking true commie population thinning, or like, is it like the culling of less desirables? Like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, alignments of supply chain, maybe. I mean, but still, it's just like it's again, it's just fucking creepy, dude. Like, especially just knowing what they're up to right now. Of like, you'll eat bugs and be a nation of renters and you'll love it. It's just like, dude, and so.
You'll be a what of renters? A nation?
Nation, yeah.
Sounds like you said an Asian of renters.
You'll be an Asian of renters. Oh, thank you for house. So yeah, it's gonna be.
No. Chinese nationals do not rent houses.
No, they buy them with their billions of dollars. Yeah, and then they give them to their fobby Yeezy wearing hypebeast kids to go to USC and
UCI.
Yeah,
and yeah, I mean, that's how it works. I mean, all the houses in West Hollywood are owned by Chinese nationals. Speaking of houses in West Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready to move on a little bit?
Yeah, no, I got nothing else on that. It's gonna get darker if I keep talking about it.
Hassan Piker, Hassanabi.
And he's Cenk Uygur's nephew, right?
Yeah. Just bought a $3 million home in West Hollywood.
I don't really care. I don't know.
What's so funny to me is that it sparked such insane outrage on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
His fan base is now split in two. Some people are like, he's a socialist. He shouldn't own a $3 million house.
A socialist.
Fascist. And other people are like, great, good for him. He should own a house. Thing is, like, I don't know. I think what bothers me is the $3 million mansion he bought.
It's just ugly. It's like a McMansion.
I know he's not going to have any taste in decorating his own house. I mean, previously he was living with like his mom, I think.
He dresses pretty nice though, right? Like, I don't know. He's got to keep that himbo thing going.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. But I have a feeling like it's just going to be like a boring McMansion, like you said. And I'm super excited for the house tour that he's going to post.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if he will.
The inevitable house tour.
He seems kind of trolly enough about it to where he probably will do something like that. But I think the thing for me is it's like, it's kind of like the Paul brothers, right? It's like they literally capitalized on a platform in order to become like millionaires. You know? And so I'm like, and that's sort of what millennials sort of are forced to do now.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to like really, because like, what is he going to do? Make less money or buy a smaller house? Like, I don't really get like what the point is.
Exactly.
Like,
the thing is though, I want him to acknowledge that it's a grift, that he's grifting basically. Like,
but do people really like go to him for politics? I thought he's like a gamer.
No, people go to him for politics.
Really?
The vast majority of people who watch him are for the politics.
I don't know, dude. I'm just so fucking over that kind of shit. Like, it's like why like someone like Vouch annoys me is it's just like I don't really want to watch someone yell about like their worldview. Like, I mean, I can't really do Jimmy Dore anymore for the same reason. It's just like even trying to finish that 28-minute video today was just like exhausting. It's like, dude, we get it. Joe Biden sucks and like, Democrats suck and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, then go do something, and like, and so it's just these kind of people that are literally able to just sit here and do this because like I don't think we really tell people like what a plan of action is. It's like it's just more like, yeah, this is fucking gay. What's the next thing to talk about? So, and again, well, I think the only plan of action that I tell people, and it's where those two fucking idiots, meaning Hassanabi and Vouch, go wrong, is it's like they think they're going to make some kind of impact on a national level. When you have BlackRock talking about a U.S.-China partnership while they're buying up all the fucking houses here and Chinese nationals buy up the rest of them, it's like, yeah, I don't really think national politics are worth saving, or even if they could be saving. So, like, just try to make your small community better.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only plan of action I actually would give you guys.
It's funny, yeah. Dalreese brings up the fact that, like, they came after Jimmy Dore for having $1 million home in Burbank or something like that.
Yeah.
And won't say a thing about Hassan for having a $3 million
and it was like
home.
People that I know like mudslinging over whose like sexual harassment was worse, like whether it be Cenk or Jimmy's, and it's just also it's so fucking hypocritical. It's like, and it's like also just who fucking cares? Like, who fucking cares? Like, and I mean I hate the Young Turks more, but again I the only show I can watch is Breaking Point because they don't fucking yell at me. Like, I'm just tired of getting screamed at by these people, and so and Vouch being like a giant man baby who thinks he's like I think his philosophy is like libertarian socialist. It's just like some fucking two words that do not exist in the same sentence.
Yeah, they should not.
And then Hassanabi, I mean, like no one considers him like an intellectual, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've got a friend who loves him.
Yeah, I mean that, and well, the friend. I mean, whatever. I mean, yeah. Like, I mean,
I've never seen anything outside of like a 2-minute clip of him and his Instagram posts where he's like
being hot.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I mean, and it's like, look, you know, the people who. I mean, the people who are going to like turn to him for like hot political takes, they'll just end up just regurgitating what he says because he says it in a way that they find funny or entertaining or whatever.
Yeah.
Same as the people who would watch Rachel Maddow and say that Russia caused, you know, everything. So it's just kind of like there's not people. It's just like really just this absolute diminishment of curiosity and critical thinking that's really accelerated since the Trump administration. So, you know, and then everyone thinks that there's going to be one of these two, of this two-party system, like one of them is going to bring forth some kind of thing, whether it be radical leftists or like going to make Joe Biden into a radical leftist, or on the right it's like fascism is going to come, and it's like, yeah, no, they both have the exact same interests. So like, you know, and then every squad member we've foisted into there is a fucking loser. So it's like, you know, it's whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just you know, and so yeah, it's like, you know, I know there is like a irony to doing what we do here and then talking like this, but it's just sort of, I don't know. I'm at this today. I'm just so fucking black-pilled on national politics, and it's just like, honestly, the Afghanistan withdrawal was the first like time I've actually felt kind of happy about what's happening on a national level. Like, as horrifically as it's gone down, I'm just like, yeah, that needed to happen. So
yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like as old as you know, at this point.
It is, yeah,
and really has been the bane of basically like my whole like life. So and the decisions that were surrounding that and whatever else.
The
so.
money,
Mm-hmm.
the money.
Yeah.
What do we spend a day on the military? A few $100 million.
Oh yeah, no, I think
300 something million a day.
Pretty much, yeah. And then I think this thing's costed over $1 trillion at this point, and that doesn't that isn't even taking into account like Iraq, like everywhere else we're fucking trying to nation build, and that's more clandestine, like, you know, playing fuck around in Venezuela, Bolivia, like it's all, this is just the shit we do all the time. So
the amount we have spent on this war, just this one, right? Just the Afghanistan war, would cover all of every person's student loans.
Yeah, Ross is on the right side of things.
Yeah, the Who Fucking Cares group.
I mean, dude, because it's like, again, and that's the thing with Delry saying about Jimmy Dore. It's like, we can't watch a video, like he'll have the title. It's like, you know, troops and, you know, Raytheon make money on this, and then like he brings up a fucking tweet from Cenk, and it's like, can you stop it? Like this is so inconsequential. Like, dude, you won. Like, you won. And now you're starting to seem like kind of petty and gross. So just stop. Like, I think the video I pulled up today literally would have had nothing to do with the Young Turks. And then like literally 15 minutes of the 28-minute video was about the Young Turks. And I'm like, dude, it's getting really petty now.
Yeah, give it a rest. Like, I mean, the Young Turks will die, but we just have to stop talking about them.
That's the thing, right? And I'm so tired of, like, because I don't actively watch their show because I have found them annoying for 10 years. And it's like, don't foist their fucking clips upon me, please. Yeah. And so, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure, Hasanabi's a fucking grifter, but I got to say, like, if I still believed in those things and I was making cash doing it, it would be a tempting thing to, like, not capitalize on it.
Yeah, of course.
So, and I, you know, and the consequence of that is I think that talking like we do, which is Ross's thing of the Who Cares group, it's like, it doesn't really make you a lot of money.
No.
Because like,
people, we got to be one way or the other.
People want to get fired up about their tribe they're in. And I think that, like, largely we've collected a group of kind of indifferent drifters. So so I think that, like, which is a smaller group than one would like, but we're happy to even have this small amount. That's why we keep doing it, even though the donations are not you know, they're not making us a living by any means,
right?
But just like to not really know any of you, it's like kind of a crazy sort of thing.
Absolutely.
You know? But what do we got here? Okay, 49.
250. Yeah.
What else do I have in the thing? Just in case.
Let's see. And we can end a little early because we gotta get ready and stuff. Vaccine passport.
That's whatever.
Yeah, fuck that. I think all we have left is what you have open.
Yeah, the Larry Elder thing.
Yeah.
But this is just so. I mean, it's just like this brain dead shit, and like the California recall thing's just gone to fucking overdrive rather, and it's just like it's just. Like, this is just a crazy thing to say. I mean, it's...
Whoa. Like, I have not seen this.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah. It's like, I mean, really the headline is pretty much the whole thing. But it's
Larry Elder is the black face of white supremacy. you have been warned.
And it's like you could.
This is so racist.
Well, and that's the thing, and to me, it's like it's okay if the content of the article is about him sort of not giving as much credit to how like racism happens in the country, blah 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 blah. That's totally fine. But writing headlines like this is just fucking. It's like putting chum in the water for people like Ben Shapiro, and also just makes them seem crazier than him, Larry Elder. I mean, and it makes Gavin Newsom look even more milquetoast and stupid. So,
yeah.
But the LA Times have just been fucking all in. Have you seen the Root article? Oh my God, the Root is so funny.
Heterosexual black men are the white people of black people, says Bran. In reference to the Root article.
That's kind of the Root is like a kind of like a
black-centric,
black nationalist almost sort of publication at this point. But like it's funny.
Gotta love intersectionality,
dude. No kidding. Yeah, I mean it's hilarious just because it's like it's just gotten so cartoonish with these kinds of things that again when you're in the Who Fucking Cares Club you're just like you're sitting here like reading these headlines and you're like am I living? I mean this is like we're in the Matrix. There's just no way this is real. There's just no possible way this is real because it's like the lady that would write this article who is black as well for the record. It's like okay, well how are you helping? Like, what are you doing?
What does this achieve?
What does this achieve at all, other than just give Larry Elder's base more fucking energy?
Exactly.
So I just really it's again it goes back to the fucking Cinderella remake. Like, why do they think that they're doing the right thing all the time? And like the vaccine passports are actually connected to that because it's about black people. It's like, okay, so New York is gonna institute this thing where you can't literally fucking do anything without a vaccine passport. And this is like a total liberal fucking brainworm idea. And then meanwhile, the largest demographic statistically, or like rather proportionate to size that haven't been vaccinated are fucking black people. So it's like, who are you disadvantaging here?
Right.
It's like mostly like like middle class, white, educated people that have gotten the vaccine in larger numbers, And so like, yeah, the most disadvantaged in our country, we're going to disadvantage them even more. Like, what are you thinking? But they just don't fucking think, dude. It's so bizarre. And then, but again, these aren't stupid people, so it's why I just sit in this camp of like, what is going on? Like, I really cannot figure it out. Like, what is the plan here? You fucking lunatics. And like, the only time I've actually seen some kind of cohesion in terms of their sort of just absolute brain deadery is the total unification of entire media complex about the withdrawal in Afghanistan. Like, they are all just like, this is a terrible thing to do. And even all the Democrat media, fuck Joe Biden. It's just like, it's crazy to watch. And so, and it's like, oh, it's money. So I just don't really know what this one is. Like, is it because Pfizer and the booster shot, or like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't fucking know. And it sucks because it's like, when you've gotten the vaccine, which we did, but you're skeptical of like this kind of language and this sort of authoritarianism, it's like, well, then the fact that we got it is usurped by our opinion in this way. And then the people who got the vaccine are so rah-rah about that then our opinion is just a right-wing thing. People have really just gotten dumb. I don't know. The collective IQ of this country is just really rapidly decreased since Trump became president. And it's like, I on both sides of the aisle, it's just there's critical thinking skills are fucking dog shit. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's that.
We're gonna go.
I gotta iron some shirts.
Yeah, we're gonna go to it. One of our neighbors, they're gonna renewal their vows. It's an all white party, meaning you'll wear all white clothes. But we'll probably be the only two white people there. I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be so much fun.
I know, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, no, like, and because oh man, I'm probably gonna get drunk. Anyway.
Yeah, because we can walk there.
We can walk. Yeah, like literally just right around the block. But yeah, we love you guys, and we will see you.
Thanks for being
hopefully
here.
we keep planning things on Saturdays, and then we fuck it up with the time. So
I mean, I start school this coming week, and I don't think I will make plans for Saturday because of that.
Yeah,
so
we'll figure it out. We'll get the shit straightened out. We appreciate you guys being patient about that.
All right, guys.
All right, see you later.
Goodbye.
But you know what's coming.